어디 가봐도 혼자 되뇌어봐도 지워버려 어디 가봐도.
When I was doing the Squarespace website, if you're trying to get into another university such as CSM, IFM, hello, good morning everyone. I am just quickly dipping out to go get my hair cut because it's been really annoying me, this fringe that's way too long, and I don't want to cut it again, so I'm just gonna get my hair like styled so this fringe doesn't look so ridiculous. But yeah, let's go.
언제나 함께 있었음 해 모든 게 다 통하니까 Feels like daydreaming 너와 있을 땐 난 I love my life 사라지지.
Okay, I'm about to go in and get my hair cut, so I'll see you afterwards. Look how short my hair is. This is crazy. My hair hasn't been this short in a really long time, but I don't mind it. Anyways, I've cut my hair. I'm gonna go to the bank, deposit some cash. I'm gonna go back to the office and start working again.
그 chemistry 이상 너보다 too 힘들었을 때마다 늘 함께했던 너 yeah. 눈이 마주쳤던 그 순간 생각을 공유해 우리 둘 사이의 텔레파시 바라보고 있는 날 봐 Someone like you 한눈에 알아본 넌 나의 replica We don't need to see each other to know that we're on the same wavelength Oh yeah, why can't we just meet tomorrow 아직도 난 아직도 날 찾고 있어 매일이 난 네 생각하다 참
Need some new glasses. Good morning. It is Sunday and I am packing up to leave. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain, but I have my coffee with me because for some reason I'm feeling extra tired today. I don't know how I feel about this new length. My hairstylist, she suggested to go a bit shorter because it would give me more volume, obviously. And I'm trying to grow up my fringe because I'm growing to hate it. So I want it out of my face now, but it's still too short. So I cut just the middle and like left the length on the side so that it grows a bit more naturally and not just straight. And in the process I cut the length a little bit and now it's kind of like a mid to long bob. Not sure how I feel about it just yet. I don't love this awkward length on me. I've never been a fan of short hair on me, which is funny because everyone that I know really likes me with short hair, so I'm having mixed feelings here, but let's head off. Okay. Let's get out of here. I love walking like this early in the morning to the bus stop because none of the shops are open, it's so quiet, and I feel like I'm just walking on the streets by myself, so I don't feel as self-conscious filming in public. But yeah, I literally just spilled coffee all over my top. Thank God I wasn't wearing anything light colored because you can't really tell. But oh my gosh, it's so annoying.
너는 난 알아 너라는 말은 하고 싶지 않아 정말 보러 갈게 바다 건너 난 널 모든 알게 말해줘 알고 싶지 않아 또 나는 홀로 우선 해보는 거야 나랑 YOLO Yeah 난 너와 나란히 가서 주말에 평범한 연인처럼 밥을 먹고 싶어 내 말 틀린 건 하나도 없어 안 될 거란 생각 이제 던져 너가 없으면 날 okay 나
Okay. I am home. I am home. Finally. Yep. Kind of hot. Wasn't expecting it today. And so I'm gonna take a quick shower and take my makeup off. And I'm gonna go down and have some food because I am starving.
햇살에 알람보다 빨리 하품하며 일어나 눈 비비다 차네 하루 시작 한 잔의 카페인 그리운 맘 마치 너 같아 Oh you are
So basically, this place makes this type of like bread at a very specific time during the day, and so you have to go like right on that time unless or else it might not be there or it's cold. So this is fresh out of the oven. I woke up early specifically for this. And then I went out and got it for my breakfast. Yeah. I have my coffee with me. God, look at this. Oh, it looks so good.
힘이 들 땐 더 밝게 웃는 사람 그런 널 닮은 따스한 내게 전해줄래
Good morning. It is another day, another work day. This week, I don't have my usual work day at the hospital because it's a public holiday. So I'm gonna be at home, gonna try and edit the video as quickly as possible because I need to catch up on some more work and lectures. I'm still not fully awake yet. It's a beautiful sunny day, which I can't go outside and enjoy, unfortunately, but let's make some coffee in the meantime. A huge step down from what I have in Australia. This is actually my Nespresso machine that I had in London, and I brought it here because I brought it here when I was having my like gap year during COVID. I don't know, I felt like it would break if I put it in storage, so I decided to bring it along with me. And I was supposed to bring it back to London when I went back to try and sell it, but I completely forgot. And so I've just been using it here in Korea because I don't have an espresso machine that I do in Australia, but I still need my coffee fix. Oh no, I think this is my last capsule. I wonder if I have any more. I actually learned very recently that oat milk is not very good for you. Oat milk is actually quite expensive in Korea, and you're not able to get the ones that you would normally really get in Australia. That's really good. I used to bring it over from Australia, but I feel like it's a little bit excessive, so I've been drinking just whole milk. I have it sometimes, but apparently it's not very good to have it in your first cup of coffee of the day. I've actually been thinking about what to film recently. I know I've been filming my week studying for this CTA license and my work at the hospital, but I don't know, I feel like it's getting a little bit boring. And I don't know if it's just me, because maybe my life was a little bit more stimulating when I was in London, and here all I'm doing is working and studying. So I don't know how interesting that is, but I've been making my website for kind of my design freelance portfolio. I have a separate portfolio which I was thinking about maybe doing a separate video on if anyone was kind of wondering what a freelance portfolio looked like. I felt like I didn't have enough work, but I have been working a lot recently and I feel as though I have a bit more and maybe enough to start on my own website. I don't know, I've just been thinking about it. Yeah, and I worked on a Squarespace website for a company not too long ago. They had recently their annual event, which that is what I was making the website for, as well as their event booklet. But I've only ever designed for a website that was being built from scratch. When I was doing the Squarespace website, this was the first time that I had ever used Squarespace, let alone be paid for it. I think, yeah, I had to learn it quite quickly, which is not really a big deal. The Squarespace is really easy to use. If anyone was interested, maybe I can do a run through on that website and the event booklet as well, now that they had the event, and I can share that with you. Just throwing some ideas out there about some future content.
똑같은 그림을 가지고 있는 다만 민원인들에게 갈 행전서 이번에 정본이라고 하는 것을 만든 다음에 행전서 정본 통과된 기준으로 2주 이내에 상소를 하셔야 돼요. 영 맞추고 싶다면 미션의 1로 맞추고 싶다면.
It's time for a little snack. I think I'm gonna make a smoothie. So I got some frozen strawberries and some frozen bananas. Let's organize that into my freezer and start making my smoothie. Out of all the subjects that I study, business law for me is on the easier side, because I feel like a lot of it is common sense and there's no calculation, there's no maths. So as long as you kind of understand the content, like I found that when I took the exam last year, or this year, that it was one of the easier subjects. Plus, it's considered an elective, so it's definitely not going to be the hardest out of all of them. But listening to the lectures is honestly just listening to a lullaby or something. It's so, like, the information is so excessive, it's so boring. It doesn't help that the teacher is a bit monotone as well. So I can't seem to focus for more than like 30 minutes, or else I can tell that I'm drifting off. Anyways, I need a little bit of a break. Also, these days, I've been getting some questions about my time at LCF and just the admission process, moving from IPF to bachelor's into LCF, as well as some other like routes that people took that I know of. So I just wanted to answer some questions that I've been getting a lot. One question that I've been getting quite frequently is the progression from IPF to an LCF bachelor's guaranteed? Because they said that it was guaranteed, but I feel like there's too much competition in the course that I chose. I'm just worried that I'm not going to be able to get in. Should I prepare a separate portfolio to be able to submit it to other universities and other courses? Well, basically, you don't need a separate portfolio to get into an LCF course, because that's the whole point of IPF. It's guaranteed entry to a bachelor's. However, if you're applying to courses such as women's wear, menswear, marketing, things that have high competition, it is possible that you might not get into your desired course because it's highly competitive. Not everyone can get in, and most people want to get into women's wear or menswear. It is a possibility that you won't get into women's wear or menswear, but at the same time, you are guaranteed an entry. So you will be offered a position in probably another course, such as, I don't know, contour, tailoring, there's knitwear, and a lot of other stuff. Simply, you don't need a separate portfolio to submit into UCAS to, I guess, increase your odds. I think basically it's not going to increase your odds at all if you admit straight through UCAS or through IPF. It's probably you have more of a chance of getting into the course if you're applying through IPF, because they have designated spots available for people that are coming through the LCF Foundation. But I know that a lot of people prepare a separate portfolio within IPF, especially if their goal was to get into CSM. So if you applied to CSM Foundation, didn't get it, and ended up going to LCF Foundation, I know a lot of people prepared for a separate portfolio to apply through UCAS, because that's what you have to do if you want to get into CSM. I know that most people that go into a CSM BA is from probably CSM Foundation, and I know that a lot of people that wanted to advance into CSM rather than LCF actually took another year to go through the CSM Foundation again after LCF to increase their odds of getting into CSM. Honestly, I don't know anyone that has successfully gotten into CSM after LCF IPF, so I can't really say much about that, but I know a lot of people did prepare a separate portfolio for that one, so I don't know. I would say if your goal is to get into CSM, you should try for it, but also maybe apply for CSM Foundation if that's your end goal. If you're also trying to increase your odds of getting into women's wear or men's wear, applying to another university is probably not a bad idea. So if your goal is to stay in LCF and your dream isn't to leave LCF and go to CSM or something like that, I would say don't waste your time preparing a separate portfolio outside of the course. I think it's better use of your time to develop the portfolio that you have for your LCF IPF project, because that's what they're gonna, base it on. They're not gonna probably look at external portfolio material, just what you've done at LCF. Yeah, don't prepare a separate portfolio if you're not trying to get into CSM or IFM or other universities. Doing that for LCF doesn't make any sense. I've been getting that particular question a lot through my Instagram DMs, and yeah, I just wanted to kind of answer that question here to see if anyone else was wondering about that. In conclusion, if you're trying to get into LCF, don't do anything more outside of what they are telling you to do in LCF, like the sketchbooks and everything. You don't need to go out and prepare a separate portfolio for the UCAS admission in like December, January. You don't need to do that. Don't do that. That's a waste of time. But if you're trying to get into another university such as CSM, IFM, or Chelsea, wherever it may be, then yes, you should prepare a separate portfolio for the normal admissions, probably, that they do through UCAS. Unless you are told otherwise, you should really ask your uni professors to kind of get better information, because I don't know if the process has changed since I was at IPF. That was a while ago. But I would also suggest, if your goal is to get into CSM specifically, a BA, then you should apply for the desired BA, because you never know, maybe your work might be good enough. But also you should apply for a CSM Foundation again and not be afraid to take that foundation course again if your end goal is to get into CSM, because it's very difficult to be able to get into the BA straight away, especially because you're not done with your foundation at LCF. So your work that you have within the course is not going to be sufficient enough by the time that the UCAS submission is getting started, which is, I believe, around December, January. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say in response to a lot of your questions, and I hope that was helpful. And let me know if you have any other questions, although I'd probably have to do some research myself because it's been a long time since I graduated and went through that course. And also, I didn't progress into any other university. My path was straight through LCF. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. And I think I'm gonna end my video here. I'm gonna get back to work again, but I hope everyone has had a good week, a good day so far, and I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!